Welcome to day 4. I am so excited for today. This is a great day to be able to ask any questions. I'm going to be sharing with you something I didn't get to yesterday, which is going over the exact sales script that helps me to close 97% of all my calls. So I don't even make all of my sales through calls anymore, but when I do, you best believe those people are becoming a client into something. So I didn't get to that yesterday because I kept you already over an hour, and your time is valuable. I got my braces off. My teeth feel very weird. They feel a bit wiggly. They're a little sore. They're very slick, and so you might see me doing some weird mouth things as my nervous system is adjusting to this new identity. So I didn't get into the standard sales call template yesterday like I wanted to. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have been here every single day, you are of the top performing 3% of entrepreneurs who are absolutely going to see a win through patience, consistency, and confidence. Give me a heck yeah in the chat if you can literally feel the energy of this space building, because each one of you who makes a conscious decision to show up, you are claiming that sovereignty within the ethers. Okay? I can lead a horse to water. I cannot force it to drink. Have you ever heard that? So as always, got my master notes here, have my itinerary so we can stay on track. Day 1, we went through my deeply vulnerable testimonial. Thank you to each of you for holding me and seeing me in that space, and your very kind words of me sharing the level and magnitude of trauma that I have overcome. And that was just a small glimpse, right? Day 2, we really broke down the problems that entrepreneurs face. These are real problems. This is actual market research from you guys, okay? This is not something I pulled off of Google or just made up for the sake of us sitting here so that I can pay my bills and that you can call in clients, right? I genuinely move from a place of service, and that nervous system calibration has always been written into my program, and the expansion of it has been an incredible discovery towards me scaling and being able to continue doing this business going 5 years in. We covered a lot yesterday, and I moved very quickly. This is something that typically clients will have invested $1,500 to learn over several hours of coaching, okay? And we breezed through it. And you guys are champions. You guys are taking notes. You're showing up. So I just want to take a minute to honor and celebrate you for making that investment, because time is our most valuable asset, right? And if you don't have money to invest in the beginning, you've got to be able to invest time. You've got to learn these structures and systems, and you've got to be able to do it and move the needle yourself until you can position people in places through reinvesting that money. But first we need to get making money, right? Some of us are in 9-to-5s. We need to get this thing built so that we can start to have a machine. We talked about how your social media is your storefront and how you are the gatekeeper, and so your energy, your nervous system is the determining factor for everything else that gets manifested into the physical reality. We talked about a lot of the science behind that, but I also shared some esoteric wisdom. So something I didn't go into a ton yesterday was visual hooks. Visual hooks are intentional. It can be something as simple as a new haircut. It can be changing up your background. It can be having a dead plant, or day 1 I used the skeleton as an example. Something that is a little bit off or out of the ordinary from normal that captivates and draws in the attention of the viewer within that first 3 seconds. right? So we talked about the neuroscience between that parasocial relationship of our brain with clients and them not knowing the difference between being out to dinner with a friend, but they do have a short attention span. So essentially what I'm teaching you is how to create funnels that are going to convert, along with the conversations that are going to convert, and using AI as a way to get more of your time freedom back. So visual hooks are really, really important. And another way that we can captivate an audience is through text on screen. So the pain point, like when you're recording, this is a really great ratio. As I said yesterday, I want your heart and your eyes in the frame. We want to be making eye contact. And we also want to be having some space up here where we can actually add in captions, add in a title frame with those pain points of what the video is about, what's the takeaway, because that's going to help captivate the audience. And it's also going to help the algorithms categorize that content so that when someone goes in and types somatic nervous system work for women, masculine healing for men, your content is going to be categorized under that SEO, and it's going to be of the first that pop up. So text on screen, visual hooks, this is really, really potent. With the funnel systems, I don't want you to think of funnels only having to be like a software. We are going to talk about some softwares today, but I want you to think about funnels as the journey that a client goes on. So a lot of marketing suggests that it takes about 33 touches or points of contact with a lead before it becomes a client. With this system, I am seeing touch points, the time collapse on the touch points, where I'm able to convert a follower from cold to sold in 3 to 7 touch points through value-based marketing. So this is intentional targeting, meaning we've done our research, we know exactly what our target audience is looking for, and we have the messaging to call that in. So your funnel can be as simple as what we talk about with a reel, structuring the reel of the hook, the value, and the call to action, and then funneling them either into the comment section where we get them to engage, which increases our visibility, or B, we funnel them into our launch container, which then we're going to nurture that lead and then move them into a paid client through our sales process. Give me a heck yeah if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Welcome. Good morning, Dina. So your funnel and this strategy that I'm teaching you is going to be positioned and placed everywhere that you are, okay? So if it is your website, you're going to have a hook at the beginning, your value, your call to action. If it is your launch system, if it is just one reel, one piece, sorry about that, one piece of digital content, right? We want to be intentional and thinking about this as the client's journey. So if it's their first time experiencing you, we want to be hitting with that tone. We want to be hitting with that value, right? Software is really incredible. So we use Pensight. I have tried Thrivecart, Kajabi. Thrivecart is like $750 a year. We returned it. Kajabi, I think, is $280 a month. Did not love it. Pensight is incredible. From your cell phone or your laptop, you can virtually build entire courses. You can offer digital downloads, group programs, one-on-one programs. You can link all your other areas. You can create now, they just added this affiliate section where it's all automated. You can do your email marketing. Essentially, it's a CRM software that holds your entire business and keeps it organized. Now, let me tell you this. When I started my business, I started with nothing but a calendar booking link and a way for clients to pay me. And that was it. I had no website. I had no way to like track things, and I still generated sales. I think my first launch, we launched Meditation 101 at 500, I think it was $499. And I sold 5 units of this right out the gate. Had a really crappy social media banner, but you know what I had? I had clarity and I had coherence. And so people overlooked all the other things that, you know, the fancy marketing banner, the website, they didn't care. And so when it comes to software and when it comes to AI, I want you to give yourself some grace and ground in, because even just like I said yesterday, scheduling posts out, that's using automation. Implementing a CRM to organize your business, this is automation. ChatGPT and Claude are incredible for structuring programs, outlining programs, auditing things, for putting in what I love to do. For example, structuring this entire program. This program, I put in all my input data, like everything, all the strategy, told the software exactly what I wanted to create, how I wanted it structured, what key points of data I wanted placed where I needed resources, where I wanted to place energy wisdom, and it helped me build all of it. Okay? It virtually took me an hour or two opposed to 12 hours. Or having to pay someone. In the past, we paid people to do these things. Automation equals simplicity. So the more simplicity that we have, the more nervous system regulation that we're going to be able to allow, and the more capacity that we're going to be able to expand into. This looks like, as you go through your launches, downloading that long form content and throwing that onto YouTube. Having that content stacked, that educational content, so that as we're going, and you say you randomly meet somebody, you can refer them to a specific video, and it's already labeled, it's already created. You could eventually run ads to these videos. I could package these up and make this my Black Friday sales program, right? I could take every video from this week. It's like 5 hours of content or more, nearly 8 hours, depending on the day, of teaching material. So I want you to start thinking outside the box when it comes to AI. Is it cringe? Is it inauthentic? Is it authentic for you to be burned out and hustling and overworking? No. Welcome down. That's not true leadership. So when we integrate and we start to build that coding and that resilience, this is what changes the game. So I'm going to get into the sales script. Yeah. And let me just go check on comments here. What's my laptop doing? Could be dead. There it is. What happened? Sorry guys. It's timed out or something. I might have turned it off. Sorry about that. There we go. me just go check comments, and then we will go into the sales script. Oh, we lost internet for a sec. I see myself. Okay. Welcome, good morning. It's okay that you're late. Yeah, I didn't even go into growth strategy, but I can teach you guys the ultimate growth strategy as well. Right now using Facebook groups. We'll see how much time we've got. Let me just write it down. We're using a meme strategy right now. And you guys will love it. Okay. So, sales template for the end of your launches, okay? Step one, you want to be asking, what are the goals that, well, first of all, when I start a call, I'll start with like a compliment. I'll break the ice and kind of just make a little bit of small talk, and then I'll go right into. So you want to be staying in control of the call. The person asking the questions is the one who is in control of the call in sales. Step one, we want to understand what the client's direct problem is. So you can ask questions like, what are your goals, and what's keeping you up at night right now? What's keeping you from reaching those goals, and what are you stressed about? And from there, I want you to really listen to what they're saying, right? And this is going to take practice. My first mentor out of the UK, J. Rott, Be More Academy. I could say a lot about that, but that mentor taught me, one of the first things Jay taught me was, you are going to have to get, before you get a sale, before someone says yes, you are going to have to get on hundreds of calls with people and be told no hundreds of times. And this was true. And when I learned this, I wanted to get those hundreds of calls done immediately. You couldn't keep me off the phones, right? And from there, I learned what my gap was. Now, then when I wanted to increase conversions, I went to another mentor, and that is who gave me this script that changed the game. I still use this script to this day, and this coach helped me for free. They did not even charge me for this script. And then I give this script to my clients, okay? What are you stressed about? And then we listen. Step two is the solution, okay? So we're repeating their problem back to them. Example, I've had a lot of clients who struggled with this. This is what a client who had the same problem did, and they bought X from us, okay? And then you'll insert the offer. You just immediately go into the offer. A lot of you are holding back and just not mentioning the offer. It gets a bit yucky when we start to talk about the money. So I want you to practice that, and I really want you to also evaluate your pricing. Is your pricing too high, or is your pricing too low and it's causing resentment in your body? Step three is to give them a path. Listen, here's how people work with me. Then I'll go into, I charge $300 an hour. We do an intake session. We assess your problem. I give you a custom strategy. I suggest what you need to do about it. I'll hold your hand, and I'll use my products to solve your problem. Paint the stakes. I've encountered companies who thought going with cheaper companies was a better decision, but instead they found that they spent time, energy, and their hard-earned money on cheaper marketing tactics that did not work. They did not help scale their company. Not only did they waste their time, they wasted their money and the potential of new clients, and I don't want that to happen to you. You might say something like, you've had clients have to go back onto heavy medications, or really struggle in their relationships, or gain their weight back, or not get the results that they want, or end up having to sell their home, or something, like whatever it is. Paint the benefits. So an example of one of the clients, they came in with 40,000 in their sales funnel. They were actually losing money every month. When we came in, we changed it around, optimized the funnel and ads, and now he's making millions of dollars per week in sales for his high ticket coaching business. That's what we can do for you. Okay. So share some of those client testimonials. Do you have a client who is now thriving in a beautiful, healthy relationship? Do you have a client who is celebrating her weight loss journey? Do you have a client who is now able to buy her home or receive special care because of the income that she's bringing in? Make an offer that they cannot resist, okay? Call the customer to action. Ask them to place an order in which they want to achieve these goals. Now, if you have a fence sitter who maybe you've had somebody already get on a call and they didn't jump in, you can go ahead and message those people as well. And a great thing to say is, have you given up on XYZ? Right? Do you still have that issue? Or did you solve it? 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, no, I actually still have that issue and I'm ready to jump in with you. Well, let me just look here. Let's check my master notes. I do want to give you some AI prompts. I think we went over on Cam Daily Psychology. So these are some AI prompts that you're going to want to save if you have no new followers. You want to be posting in Facebook groups, memes. Every person that hearts that meme, you're going to go to the interactions. You're going to invite them to like your page. This is a very fast way to grow your followers, especially after launch week. During your rest week, you want to be pumping your audience with some new eyeballs, if not monthly, quarterly. Here's a prompt. These are 5 prompts to use for AI to help you. You are a top tier brand strategist. I want to optimize my profile and convert profile visitors into followers. My niche is, and my audience is. And then the goal is instant clarity, credibility, and connection. You put this into ChatGPT and it is going to help you. You can tell it things like, you're a high engagement content coach. I need 5 post ideas that naturally invite conversation and comments. If you have low shares, you can tell ChatGPT that you're that it is a relatability expert. Help me create content that help people feel compelled to share. Act as a social media strategist. Analyze the type of content that would feel most relevant to XYZ. Give me 5 content ideas that speak to that. This is how you can collapse time when you're batching content. Take a B-roll video of you just pouring your coffee in the morning, journaling, meditating, doing your skincare routine. Put a hook on the screen. Add some value with a voice over, because original sound, aka your voice, is going to be the most potent thing. And a call to action. Depending on where you are in your launch system, your call to action is going to change. You can tell AI to act as your viral content writer. I'm a content creator. I need 10 scroll stopping posts. The first 3 seconds must grab. This is an incredible opportunity for any entrepreneur. I was just talking to my teenager last night, and I was like, I literally should pitch this to larger corporations next, because anybody can use this for any social media. For me, I prefer to work with healers, coaches, mystics, spiritual people, practitioners, but I have clients who own restaurants and we're running this, right? I have clients who are estheticians. I have had clients who are massage therapists. Like, there's so many different things that this can work with. Clients who have a skincare line. It's truly plug and play. So if you are someone who is feeling like, I need this is incredible, but I am done doing it alone. I want to position the right people. I need someone on my team who understands this, who can work as my right hand. I charge nearly $10,000 a year for this work. This week, for this container, I am launching the Axiom, a 12-month program. $9,444 was the pricing. This is going to be $5,555 to you guys. You are going to be receiving all the digital assets that we talked about. So everything that I went over, you're going to actually receive the Google documents. You can turn around and resell these to clients. You can reference these anytime that you want. These are living documents, which means as I update them, as the algorithms change, you still receive access to this data, even if it changes. You're going to receive one funnel created completely for you with one offer creation of a high ticket offer. No low ticket stuff. You are going to receive 12 months of highly curated, customized social media strategy. This includes automation. This includes energetics. This includes frameworks and structures. In addition, you are going to receive the sales script and 2 bonus assets that I have not yet launched, which are my viral TikTok shop strategy and my 7-day TikTok blueprint to build an audience from 0 to 1,000 and get it monetized. And this is all available to you. Now, your next assignment is to post 3 videos every single day next week. These need to be educational videos. They need to be captivating. They need to hook the audience. And I'm going to be watching to see who truly shows up, because I am going to be offering a full ride scholarship to one person into my best-selling book collaboration. In addition, right now this week for the 555, you are going to get a chapter into an upcoming book collab. Now, I don't know if it's going to be Light Mastery or the next collab launching right after that. That is not even built yet, but you are going to have a space saved. I am going to be choosing one person from this container to become a best-selling author and submit their chapter into my upcoming book anthology. This is a massive gift. This is $1,333 cash, valued at $2,500. One second positioned person is going to be able to enter Light Mastery for $750. And I want to encourage you to get on a call with me. Let's book a call for next week and let's discuss your pathway. Let's discuss exactly what's coming up for you, what your goal is, and where you want to move forward. Completely no cost session. These are $300 sessions. I want you guys to be successful, and I want to see as many of us winning as we can. And this is the time. Not January 1st in the middle of a winter, right? It's right now. Right now is the best time to get started. People are saving their money. People are getting ready to invest in themselves. People have been waiting all year to see what you're going to put down. If this sounds amazing to you, after this call, I'm going to leave my calendar booking system. I might have it. Hang on. No, I don't. Shoot. I forgot to optimize that before I came live. Let me know. I would love to get to connect with you and just provide you a little bit of feedback, some clarity moving forward, answer any questions one-on-one, because I don't want anybody left behind. It's fun at the top, but it's not fun at the top by yourself, right? The 3% is a little lonely. So this is your invitation. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Go get working on batching your content, playing around with these scripts. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I'm going to go and look at all these assets, and it is going to begin our catch-up day for those who were not able to watch live, so that if anybody has any questions. And then these replays are coming down on Monday. And then next week, I'm going to take about a week to review the content, let everybody do their catch-ups, and then be meeting with the calls. And I will come back here and be announcing who the scholarship winners were. So I'm very, very excited to be able to offer this. And thank you to our incredible angel investor who made it possible for us to be able to donate yet another scholarship. I will see you guys tomorrow and chat with you soon.